If you've ever felt your body slowing down, even though you're doing your best to stay active, then this podcast is for you because you were designed to move, and movement is one of the best gifts that we've been given. Welcome to the Movement Matters podcast, presented by Movement Solutions, where we help active adults stay healthy, mobile, and strong as they age. Whether you're a weekend athlete, a parent juggling family or in workouts, or someone just trying to get back into the activities you love, I'm glad that you're here. I'm Dr. Tim Varghese, physical therapist and founder of Movement Solutions in Greenville, South Carolina. Our clinic exists to help active adults stay healthy, mobile, and strong as they age, without relying on medications, injections, or surgery. I started this podcast because there's only so many people we can help inside our clinic walls. Over the years, I've had conversations with people all over the country, folks who resonate with our message but don't live nearby. And I realized we needed a way to share what we teach more broadly. My hope is that by sharing insights about movement, nutrition, sleep, and stress, we can help people everywhere age stronger and live freer. You will hear practical strategies, honest stories, and expert conversations that can help you stay independent and confident in your body for life. Because our goal just isn't pain-free living, it's purposeful living. When I became a physical therapist, I noticed something interesting. Most people weren't getting hurt from doing too much. They were getting hurt because over the years they did too little, and then they were at high risk for injury. People were told to rest, to avoid pain, to be careful, so they stopped moving. And what happens when you stop moving? Muscles weaken, joints stiffen, balance declines, confidence fades, and you do less and less, and the vicious cycle repeats itself. I think of one of my first clients. I just call him Jeff. Mid-40s, loved golf, and he'd been in and out of care for over a year. He'd had 3 injections, multiple rounds of pain medications, and was told that surgery would be his next step. When I asked him about movement and exercise, he said, they told me to stop. They told me to rest until it stopped hurting. But that rest turned into inactivity, which turned into loss of strength and coordination. When we finally started retraining how we moved, simple strength, better mechanics, consistency, within weeks, he said, I feel like myself again. That's when it clicked. He wasn't broken. He just needed a better plan and the right guidance. The sad truth is, the traditional healthcare system rewards quick fixes. It doesn't reward helping people move better for the long term. But the human body isn't designed for passive care. It's designed for adaptation. We are adaptive organisms. When we move, we heal. Our bodies are beautifully designed to adapt and heal when we give them what we need: movement, fuel, stress, and care. From a faith perspective, movement isn't just about a physical thing, it's the way that we participate in how we're created. Out of my frustration came a vision. I wanted to create a space where care wasn't rushed, where people could be coached through a full journey of healing, restoration, strength, and that vision became Movement Solutions. In most traditional settings, you get 15 minutes with a provider, a sheet of exercises, and you're out the door. But real progress takes time, coaching, and accountability. And I wanted to create an environment that felt different. Part rehab, part training, part community. In my practice, we have a 3-phase model. Phase 1 is activating muscles. When there's pain, muscles are inhibited. Pain can turn off muscles that should be working. So phase 1 is about helping those muscles engage more effectively. In essence, building foundational strength. It is priming your system to remember what it feels like to generate tension in those muscles. For example, worked with a runner, and although she could run miles and miles, she started to experience hip pain that aggravated her in the beginning, slowly got better, and then started to get worse again. And when we assessed her, her backside muscles weren't as strong, her glutes and her hamstrings. But within a few sessions, she was able to target those muscles directly and get those to recruit or fire better. The limp that she came in with slowly started to fade away. Our next phase is restoring movement. As your muscles engage properly, you need to be able to translate them into patterns of movement, teaching your body to move as a unit again. So we focus on quality movement, not necessarily quantity, and proper movements in squats, hinges, pushing, pulling, twisting, bending, walking, running. When you do these things optimally, it can change everything. And once you move well, you need to build strength. It's not just about lifting weights for the sake of vanity, but it's strength for life. Strength is the best insurance policy you can have against injury, mitigating aging, and losing independence. For example, we work with a granddad who once struggled to lift his suitcase and put his bag in the overhead compartment on an airplane. Now he's deadlifting more than his body weight, and he's saying that he feels 10 years younger. That's the heart of what we do. It's restoring confidence through movement. When you move better, you feel better, and when you feel better, you can enjoy a better quality of life. It started small with a couple of kettlebells, a treatment table, and a vision. But people resonated with it. They wanted care that empowered them, not care that kept them dependent. We work with people who refuse to accept getting older means slowing down. They've got that competitive spark. They're the weekend warrior. Maybe it's pick up basketball or CrossFit or tennis. They work hard during the week, but they want to enjoy their weekends. But there's something, a knee, a shoulder, or a back issue that keeps flaring up. But they don't want to quit. They just need guidance to help alleviate their pain and help them to do what they want to do in a safe manner. Then there's the active parent. Maybe it's a mom who is getting up early to exercise before her kids wake up, or a dad that wants to coach Little League without pain. Life is busy, but they know that staying active keeps them grounded to the present and to their families. And then there's the adventurous grandparent. They're not ready for a rocking chair. They want more than just being able to go to the mailbox and back. They want to be able to travel, hike, carry their grandkids without fearing that their back is going to go out on them. They want energy and independence, not limitations. Across all of these people, the common thread is the same. They want a plan, not a prescription. They want to take ownership of their health. And that's who we help. Every plan starts with a conversation, understanding your goals, your fears, and what's holding you back. During that first consult, we talk about what you love doing and what's getting in the way. Then we test how you move, not just where it hurts, but how your body functions as a system. That tells us where to start. From there, we build a custom program that blends strength training, mobility work, and education you can actually use at home. We don't just want you to get better, we want you to understand why you're getting better. We've got a great team here that brings deep knowledge with variety of conditions, shoulder and spine care, pelvic health and core issues, and folks with expertise helping middle-aged adults stay active for a long time. Beyond a team, we're a community of people who believe movement is a lifelong practice, and it's not just about chasing pain relief, it's about building resilience for life. I love our Greenville community and the relationships we've built, the transformations that we've seen, but I realize something. We can only help so many people face to face. on almost a weekly basis, and anytime I do a talking event locally, I have conversations with people saying, I wish there was a movement solutions near my son or my parents or my siblings. That's when I knew we had to find new ways to reach beyond our walls. This podcast is one of those ways. Through conversations, stories, and simple strategies, I want to help more people reclaim their health. In future episodes, you're going to hear from strength coaches, nutritionists, and sleep experts. We're going to talk about how hormones affect your recovery, how to train smarter as you age, and how mindset shapes healing. You'll also hear inspiring stories from clients who redefined what aging looks like. Because your movement is only as strong as your lifestyle, and your lifestyle is built on your daily choices. Movement is a foundation, but it doesn't stand alone. There are certain lifestyle pillars that are critical. Pillar 1 is nutrition. Food is fuel. It's not just about dieting, it's about nourishment. Your joints, muscles, and your nervous system rely on quality nutrition to recover and rebuild. When you eat enough protein, stay hydrated, and choose colorful whole foods, you're giving your body the raw materials to thrive. You can't out-train poor nutrition, and you can't heal on empty fuel. Sleep is the ultimate performance enhancer. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, repairs tissues, balances mood, and consolidates or synthesizes learning. When people start prioritizing at the minimum 6, but ideally 8 hours of high quality sleep, their progress skyrockets. They lift more, they hurt less, and they think clearer. Pillar 3 is stress. And stress isn't always bad, it's how we grow. But when your stress state stays unchecked, your body lives in survival mode. And that slows healing. Breath work, prayer, gratitude, even just stepping outside, they all help reset your nervous system. We're stewards of these bodies. Caring for them is one way that we honor the life that we've been given. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be intentional. When you align movement, fuel, rest, and peace of mind, our bodies respond the way they were meant to, with strength, energy, and resilience. Movement is freedom. It's how you show up for your family, your work, your faith, your purpose. When you lose movement, life gets smaller. But when you restore it, life opens back up. One of my favorite stories is from a client in her early 60s who told me, Tim, I just want to be able to get up from the floor and play with my grandkids without help. 6 months later, she was working on a Turkish get-up in our clinic with 18 pounds overhead, not having any difficulty at all. And she told me that she could get up to and from the ground without any trouble. And that's what movement does. It gives you your life back. When you move well, everything else improves. Your mood, your sleep, your energy. Movement is a gateway to living fully. If something today has resonated with you, subscribe to the Movement Matters podcast and share it with someone who needs encouragement. You can learn more about Movement Solutions at movementsolutions-sc.com. On the next episode, we're going to unpack what really causes stiffness as you age and how to reverse it. Because movement matters. Your freedom to move matters.